Hi everyone. You see this arch right here? It represents the door that we have to go through with Jesus Christ to get into heaven. You see here Queen Elizabeth, our Lamb of God or our woman of the Bible, and she's going through it. See here Prince Philip the Freemason. See the light right there for Jesus and God in the light, and it looks like it's shining down on her. See this arch or this door is right here on this Google Doodle. But, right, see right here that they're trying to scrap the Human Rights Act. And this represents the Illuminati trying to take away our human rights. But also, look at this Queen's Speech 2016 from prison reforms to spaceports. The prison reforms represent the martial law that's coming, and spaceports, just like spaceports in Star Wars, represent the aliens coming. Just like this UFO does right here. See, this guy's got the mark of the beast. Hanna-Barbera. Just like John Hanna. And the Hanna film. See the H for the Hadron Collider and the Harp Machine? The N's, for just like the N on Dr. Neocortex's head, and the A, just like the A on Captain America's head. See how John Hanna looks like he's part of the elite with his suit and tie? Elizabeth, she wears blue for Jesus and God in the light. She represents our lamb. She's even referred to all throughout this game as the Lamb of Columbia, just like the Lamb of God. Smoke and mirrors right here, just like Michael Jackson's song Man in the Mirror, and just like Justin Timberlake's song Mirrors. This character, Elizabeth, represents the Lamb of God, just like Queen Elizabeth represents the Lamb of God. See how this Hannah character has a bow and arrow, just like Katniss Everdeen does in the Hunger Games, and just like Susan does in Narnia. It's because they all represent the same person, the Lamb or the Woman of the Bible. The Woman of the Bible always has blonde hair or brunette hair. Queen Elizabeth had brunette hair when she was younger. But, yeah. Even that contestant on Britain's Got Talent, she has a bow and arrow and she's got brunette hair as well. See, this Hanna-Barbera logo is red for Satan. Could Fitz or Simmons be the fallen agent? Fallen. Just like the Fallen in Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. But also just like when you fall to the dark side. Just like Anakin fell to the dark side and became Darth Vader. It says who will die. If Simmons dies, it represents the sacrifice in the Lamb of God. Because she's played by Elizabeth Henstridge, another Elizabeth. So she's got brunette hair. Or brown hair. Brunette hair and brown hair are similar anyway. Anyway, Lindsay in Hollyoaks, right? She has L-I in her name. Just like Elizabeth has L-I in her name. And it's because they represent the same person. See, she's got brunette hair. Now, these war machines in Doctor Who represent the same robots in iRobot. It represents the robots or the computers taking over or trying to take over from the human race. See this 9? Turn it upside down, it becomes a 6 for 666. The 9 is black for darkness, and then this bit's white for heaven. They trap this thing in a kind of electronic cage. Kind of like how in Primeval they captured some creatures in electronic cages. If I remember rightly, this is actually shaped like an Illuminati pyramid. This like cage grid thing that they've got the war machine in. I'm not definitely sure. I'm just going from memory, but yeah. Right. This train's called Percy, and he's green, representing Islam. He's got the same first name as Percy Weasley in Harry Potter. See how Percy looks like a member of the elite with his suit and tie. Now this one's called James, just like James Corden and James McAvoy. See how this engine is red for Satan. And then of course Thomas is blue for Jesus and God and the lights. That's why he's the main character. He represents Superman and Captain America. this engine's called Gordon because he represents Jim Gordon in Gotham. And that's why he's blue, because he represents Jesus and God and the light. This Harold helicopter character, it represents Lex Luthor's helicopter in Batman v Superman, and Kingpin's helicopter in Daredevil. But it also represents this helicopter right here. See how this Bertie bus is red for Satan? I reckon this fat controller guy probably represents like Churchill, because remember, like Churchill was fat. Now this Gruffalo character, right? This represents the dragon going after the woman, or the shark going after the woman. Because this mouse here, or whatever it is, that represents the woman. See, these green trees here represent Islam and the Hulk. Oh, sorry about this, guys. I didn't expect that to happen. Anyway, right. This pen's green for Islam. This pen's red for Satan, and this pen's black for the darkness. Then we go on this image right here. See the blue for Jesus Christ and the red for Satan. Then the white for heaven and the black for the darkness. Don't know if you can see this clearly, but there's like things shaped like Illuminati pyramids on this page right here. Even this character in Doctor Who called Liz Shaw represents your Lamb of God as well. Just like Queen Elizabeth and just like Elizabeth in Bioshock Infinite. And even the actress who played her, Caroline John, she passed away a few years back. Well, it may have been more than a few years back now. But, yeah, she could have been an Illuminati sacrifice. Again, representing sacrificing the lamb. Now, see, her full name is actually Elizabeth. But it just gets abbreviated to Les. This I represents the Illuminati. This Z represents Zionism. This H represents the Hadron Collider and the HARP machine. This A represents the A on Captain America's head. This S represents like Superman and S.H.I.E.L.D. This is the W for World War III. Well, I mean, if this was like a lowercase L, it would represent the new tower being built because like the two towers got destroyed. But because it's an uppercase L, I mean, I'm not sure. It could represent the same thing. So, this bridge in the background could be like the Bridge of Souls. Remember, I showed that picture of Juliana Crane in The Man in the High Castle, where there's also a bridge in the background. You can see like arches here as well underneath the bridge, and it could represent going through that door with Jesus Christ into heaven again. This bridge could represent the bridge between heaven and earth. See, there's blue behind her for Jesus and God and the light. Michael Jackson lyrics. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways. Here's the man, Lucifer, and here's the mirror. This represents Lucifer Telescope up on Grand Mountain. Michael Jackson was asking Satan to change his ways. Thank you very much, everybody.